Oh, I'm sorry, I got lost in music for a second. Anyways, hey there guys, I'm Sonic Host.
I don't think we need to introduce everybody again. Cause
I don't care, do it.
Hey
guys, Sex226 here, and Ken, stop interrupting, please.
That's what she said.
Ah?
Speaking of that, I guess I'm gonna just introduce my name anyway. Ken Max LP.
And I am Matt from Matt's LP Adventures,
And their turtle sprites look horrible.
And, okay, Lester screwed me over in this section of Sonic 4 Episode 2.
But it's fun and funny.
Okay, so to think of a poor excuse to actually talk about Sonic 3 on concept, Sonic 2 HD, anyone about how it was canceled and all?
I really wish it wasn't, because I played
it
it already, and I really did enjoy it. It really would have been nice if they finished it, but circumstances happen.
Oh well. Yeah. All things considered, probably better that it ended, actually. Better than, you know, hanging on to false hope for something that wasn't going to get finished.
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest killjoy for a lot of people. If it never gets finished, then it's just gonna be there, and people don't like that as much.
Hi, Sky Chase Zone Act 2, or Wing Fortress Zone Act 2, or because we're in Wing Fortress Zone Act, well, because they named the two acts
Sky
differently.
Chase Zone.
Like Egg Rocket Zone and Cosmic Angel and Sonic Advance. Well, we were talking about that before we recorded. Okay, you can continue now.
Sky Chase Zone, where confusing Marley, it makes him hyperventilate.
Oh, you almost got hit. Oh,
I was about to say, like, you seemed like you were taking it easy there. It's like, all of a sudden, bird
big.
thing is
Well, Sonic is so laid back, he doesn't care if the bird's coming at him or not. He'll just lay down and kill it.
Speaking about being a risk taker, have you ever managed to turn super in this stage?
Not
Bad
yet,
idea.
but I want to try it just to see how fast I can kill myself.
Okay, you go so fast that the plane can't catch up because the plane has its maximum speed capped off at Sonic's normal maximum speed. Supersonic travels faster.
Also,
And
another recommendation, don't try to spin dash all that often, because that can also cause you to fly off the plane.
I hate to say this, but the music for this place is horrible.
I don't like it as much either. I do.
I kind of like silly synth, so I'm okay.
Wait,
And I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of cheap it. I'm gonna take the shortcut.
It doesn't
This
feel
remind, okay,
We...
can I interject real quick?
interject
Wow.
your
This
bit of
section
medicine.
right here, that section that Lester just went over, the little platforms that go away and whatnot, that reminds me of a 4-player podcast video I watched. He was like saying, he's like jumping around on it. He goes, "Ta-da, ta-da, ta-da," and then he fell down. He's like, "Oh god damn it!"
That makes sense.
Bob's head and rhythm of the supersonic music.
But just wait for it. We're gonna have a slow down version of the song, and I'm gonna point out something. Read the plane, says Eggman. Read it, Eggman. Shut up, you Robotnik fans.
What the super sneak, the power sneakers are making it go slower.
I know. If you
This is not Sonic Genesis.
No.
Things do not go slower when you get the power sneakers.
To explain what that little glitch is, if you collect the extra life and then collect
Whoa.
power sneakers, then it
What?
slows down the music.
What the hell? Why are the computers floating in the air like that?
I don't know. I think that's a programming glitch there. I think there was supposed to be a platform, but obviously
No,
there's
it's
no
always
platform.
been like that.
It's always been like that, but I think they meant to put platforms there. So
Wait,
I
are
just
you going
want-
through the?
okay.
Are you supposed to go through the walls like that?
Yeah. You're supposed to.
Yeah, you're supposed to. My gosh, okay, I wanted to say something real quick.
But before you do, easy boss.
Okay. Yeah, this is by far the farthest point I've ever gotten in this game.
You
Ever.
got used to debug mode and level select.
No,
Yeah, that
seriously.
too. No.
After I beat this level, when I got to the next level, I think
missed
the next
that
level's coming up. I think the next level's coming up, but
And I
this
want
is
to
the
talk about
farthest I've
something when we
ever
get to the
gotten.
next level, because I actually do have a memory of it before I played this game. My friend,
That was a
James...
Hedgehog Tails.
Yeah, Supersonic on plane, and we're gonna have him blast all the way up to Death Egg. But, there's an interesting story I want to tell. I'll probably tell my Let's Play of it, too, in the future. But, my friend James, he brought in his laptop one day to school, and this was, like, when I was in 7th grade. I haven't played Sonic 2 yet. And he had the game on his computer. I don't know if it was by emulator or not, but, he had the cartridge, too. And he modded it to a way where it was, he put a special stage ring, like from Sonic 3, inside the Death Egg zone. He jumped in it, he got 50 rings and turned super. I missed that. I don't know what he used to do that at the time, because that was more primitive when the emulators was first starting to come out, but jeez, that was
Well,
really impressive.
I
And
think, I think Sonic 2 had a
Anyways.
PC version, didn't it?
I
Okay.
think so.
This this boss is, like I said, this is the farthest I've ever gotten in this game.
Silver Sonic is a bit of a pain, I will give you that.
You sure? He's dead.
Well, shush.
Okay, to be
But-
fair, this is like my 10th attempt. Not because of Silver Sonic, but because of this, the Death Egg robot with 0 rings. And
Oh my
I'm
god.
always rushing.
This is by far the hardest part of the game because you have to fight him with no rings.
Yeah, it is.
It looks
like
like the hit detection can be very finicky with this too.
It is, in all honesty.
It's the spiky fingers that are the biggest problem.
I heard like one of the best tricks to do is get behind him and keep on jumping behind him, but be careful because the hit detection on his rockets is almost just as bad.
That's
as
right, because if you get behind him, his jetpack starts.
But I've seen people like get behind him and like kill him like 10 seconds, so it's still possible.
Speaking of which, does anybody like the stupid finicky bitching some people do about this boss in Sonic Generations because it's too easy?
Oh god. Okay, the boss in Sonic Generations, he was the first boss. Of course
For
he's gonna
goodness
be
sake.
easy.
Exactly.
Really?
Think of it this
Amazing
way.
how
I think
stupid,
if those-
like,
Guys, listen
Think of
for
it
a
this
second.
way: if a Moto Bug
Guys.
was the last boss of Sonic Generations, of course it's going to be harder than this. Regardless, this is the first boss in Sonic Generations.
Here's how I
See
want to
Shinichi.
put it. Here's how I want to put it. Death Egg Robot was the last boss in both Sonic 2 and Sonic 4 Episode 1. Technically, it's supposed to be the first boss you fight in Generations. Yeah, of course it's going to be easy. But the thing is, the boss in Sonic 4 did give you rings, but he still was pretty hard and took a long time to kill. This one, no rings.
I sometimes
So-
question the Sonic fan base at times.
But the thing is,
Yeah.
in the Generations, they give you rings. Obviously, he has more predictable pattern, and he's not as easy to, like, instant kill you at times. The boss here obviously can instant kill you, and if you're not careful, the one in Episode 1 can go ahead and kill you very fast.
That and the one in Sonic Generations is less a case of just hit when you can, and it's more a case of actually strategic fighting.
It is, really.
It's a greater
But
case
anyways.
of strategy. So,
But this is by far the farthest point I've ever gotten in this game. I could not beat this boss. Even when like I said, this was the first video game I have ever played. I could not beat this boss. I still can't
Wes,
beat it. to
if
this
you
day.
moonwalked out of the Death Egg, I would have laughed because you nearly did.
I know, I was gonna laugh too, actually. That would have been one of the best things to do.
I guess
Beat
that,
Eggman, moonwalk out.
I guess that what we just went over earlier can just tell you how stupid some overly nostalgic Sonic fanboys can be at times.
Sky
And when I'm-
Sanctuary Zone Sonic Generations says in yellow. Bitch, 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 bitch. But, have you
Why are
guys
they
seen...
why are they calling Dr. Robotnik Eggman?
Because he was called
Ruined
Eggman in
forever.
Japan
Yeah,
first.
exactly. In
That's-
Japan,
that's-
he's always
that's
been
why
known
I
as
don't-
Eggman.
Hey!
See, she whinging.
Listen, I have something to explain. I even just said in the video here. Stop and look at the plane here real quick in Wayne Fortress. It says Eggman. He was called Eggman in Japan. 2 factors right there. That means he's Eggman. They changed his name in America. I'm not exactly sure the reasoning, but they still kind of homage to it in Adventure 1 by calling him Robotnik at times. But they made the transition to Eggman. 'Cause
His
I
name
think
is
it
still
sounded better.
Robotnik, but
So
he
it's like-
goes by Eggman because he thinks he sounds more malicious to the Japanese.
It's more of a nickname, so to say. His full name is Dr. Ivo Robotnik, but he goes by Eggman. It's a nickname.
So it's
Everyone's gonna call me it. I'll just go with it then. That's
Okay.
the name they're really scared of.
Let me
Allegedly.
throw in something here. So I think the better question is not why Dr. Robotnik started getting called Dr. Eggman. It's like, no, I think the better question would be like, why was Dr. Eggman called Robotnik to begin with?
That's what his parents decided to call him.
Because Robotnik was a cool evil name.
No, that's
It
'cause
wasn't
parents-
until later when Robotnik, like these were the games that Robotnik was like kind of feared. I want to say like it was like oh it's Dr. Robotnik. Oh god, I'm scared. But nowadays it's just like oh it's Eggman.
Kind of like how it's with Bowser now. Come to
Yeah,
think of it.
exactly.
Yeah, but Bowser didn't used to be called Dr. Robotnik. That would be confusing.
No, he used to be called
No,
Koopa.
King Koopa.
Yeah, he used to be called King Koopa. But,
Bowser.
I was gonna mention this in the cutscene, but then we kind of got on a rant there. Have you guys seen the animated version of the Sonic 2 ending that someone
No.
made?
No.
No, I haven't.
Oh, I gotta look that up and show you guys. It's really well done. Some person went ahead and animated the end of Sonic 2, Sonic jumping out of the Death Egg and Tails catching him on the plane. It just looks so nice.
Oh.
Yay.
Kind of reminds me of the model done version of the start of Doomsday Zone with Sonic floating in space.
That
and
was
then
about
turning
ready to
into a
mention
cave
that. It's very similar to that. I don't think the
Yeah.
same guy made it though.
Ah,
That guy
nifty.
actually, I've heard that he actually went on and did more animation. Now he like worked for EA, I think. That's why he had to
Oh.
stop his YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
So, last question for everybody before we end this off. What's everybody's favorite track in this whole game?
Ooh, probably Mystic. It's.
I'm
I'd
probably
either say Mystic Cave Zone or Casino Night Zone 2-player, aka Dust Hill, I think.
I was
Yeah.
about ready to say either Casino Night or Chemical Plant. Those are the two I have the most memories with. Speaking of Casino Night. Hey Miley, you need to think it's the same.
Should I break out my saxophone and just turn this into the Generations version?
Save that for Generations. If
Yeah.
the DLC ever comes to place.
Hey, look, brothers.
And with that concludes our Sonic 2 playthrough. So the next one we will have will be Sonic 3 and
CD.
Knuckles. Or Sonic the CD,
Oh, we're gonna
whatever.
do CD. Yeah, we're
Sonic
gonna
yeah.
do
Oh gosh,
Sonic
that's
Compact
me.
Disc for the win! Which I've never played that game before, so that would be exciting for me to watch. So.
But yes.
We'll see you guys on the next Sonic game, which apparently is CD.
CD.
If
Or
not,
Sonic Compact Disc.
Excellent!
Sonic Compact Disc, shut up.